First, I want to thank you guys, for being here. I want to thank our fans for coming out and doing a great job. We didn't deserve to win today. Credit to Seton Hall. They played harder. We talked about keys to the game before the game, ball reversals and not turning the ball over, and obviously we didn't do that. We got to play with much more energy. And that's on me, but credit Seton Hall and how they played, and we still had chances to win the game. But you have to deserve to win in basketball. We didn't deserve to win tonight, and that's on me.
Go ahead, Jared. Steve, in rivalry games, you throw the records out. How much of this game was an example of that, the unpredictable nature of a rivalry?
Yeah, I always throw the records out because, Seton Hall's good. He's a good coach. They got good players. They do a really good job of stealing the ball, and that was a huge key for us, obviously, to not turn the ball over. But these rivalry games, ever since I've been here, they've been a couple points here and there, no matter what the records were of either team. So, in the rivalry, you got to come and bring it. And they brought it, and they deserve to win.
Brian?
You got a shot, I think it was 3 for 17 in the last 14 minutes. What went wrong offensively? What do you kind of attribute that to?
Yeah, a lot of things. Obviously, most disappointed in the 19 turnovers. I thought, we really gave up points because of our turnovers, and we could have won this game 40-38, type of deal. Some nights the ball's not going. I thought we got, some good looks, even at the end, a couple, decent looks to tie the game back up. But, the ball wasn't going in. We didn't play with the right energy that we needed to in a game like this. And, I don't know if it's from the other night or a little, but this group has been great. We had maybe our best practice of the season yesterday. We really, so I was confident coming in. We just didn't play that way. Foul trouble early. The game was kind of choppy, and, it didn't bode well for us. And we certainly didn't make shots when we had the opportunities to.
You mentioned the shots at the end. Shots around the rim have been a bit of an issue throughout the season. You went 7 of 16 on layups today. Yeah. I guess, one, how killer are those, and is there something you do, or is that just a matter of?
Yeah, I know that's a big stat in in the stat world. When we just have to finish, we have to embrace the contact. We have to do a better job, obviously. And in today's game, you just need a couple of those to kind of go. They would have kind of changed things, but we're spending a lot of time in practice. But we need to make threes. We can't turn the ball over like this. And we're not a big turnover team. We're actually pretty good with the basketball. So, but Seton, one player had 6 steals, I think Richmond did. Just popping up in the middle, got great length there. They have really good athleticism. They're anticipators. And, we just didn't do a great job of handling their length.
Steve, some of the fans seem to think Casey stepped on the, out of bounds there at the end, and maybe it should have been a turnover. Did you see anything there? Did you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't see. The ref said he didn't. So, to watch the film.
Steve, Casey Ndefo obviously has a reputation as a phenomenal defensive player. What did you see tonight in that matchup down low between him and Cliff?
Obviously he's shot blocker is unique, and the way he plays. Cliff, again, early foul trouble, took him out of the rhythm of the game. I put him back in with the 2, and he was able to score some points with us. But, I just, again, we never got into a rhythm offensively because of our, turnovers and, but again, he's a tough matchup. He's kind of unique in how he plays. He's strong. He's quick. He did a good job in that matchup.
First, do you feel like you guys were caught off guard by Seton Hall's physicality, especially around the rim?
I don't think we were caught off guard. I actually think we were very well prepared, for this game, and our guys knew how athletic they were, and they have good size, especially at those wing spots. We just didn't do a great job of reversing the ball and running our sets. And the game did get choppy, and, you're never in a rhythm when you're turning it over every other time down the court. So I think we have a lot of respect for them, and, Samuel was good. Nadefu, obviously. Al Dawes is a guy we played against before at Clemson, and we knew kind of player he was. And Richmond, I knew he's got some shake to his game, and I have a ton of respect for him. And and Trey Jackson, and the guys they bring off the bench, Davis, like talented guys.
How hard was it to get past Thursday night's officiating debacle? It was a national story for a full day. How difficult was it to turn the page when you're in that spot?
We tried to, and in this league and with the kind of schedule that we play, you got to, turn the page quickly. Like I said, I thought we had our best practice yesterday. And usually how we practice, we kind of play, and that didn't show today. It was a distraction, but there's a lot of distractions during the course of a season, and we just kind of tried to move on from that. But it was a quick turnaround, obviously, to this game, and I don't like to make any excuses, but maybe it played a role in us not playing that way, but that's not an excuse.
Seton had 0 offensive rebounds in the first half. In the second half, they had 8. What was the change on the glass for the first half?
Yeah, I mean, they did it. I thought we had some excellent defensive stops, and we just couldn't grab that basketball and get a hold of it, and they took advantage of it. They made a couple big shots off of what I would consider some of our great defensive possessions, but we just weren't able to corral it. One time, 2 guys went up and knocked it out of each other's hands, and they got it back. So, there were big plays, down the stretch. It's a 2-point game, so every one of those matters, and we didn't do a good job in the second half of corralling those and getting those second shot attempts.
Obviously, an emotional few days between what happened in Columbus, losing to a rival today. You guys have a week off before you play Wake Forest again. How do you kind of prevent this from spiraling and becoming,
Well, I mean, this is the league. If you can't prevent, you got to play basketball. When we play well, we play well most of the season here. So, it's going to be good for us. We got a couple guys banged up, so get a little healthy. Obviously, we got to get better, and we can't perform, like that. We can't turn the ball over 19 times. Got to finish around the basket, and this is a good team. The same team that beat Indiana, who's a pretty good team. And this is a team that has played really well all season long. So we'll regroup, and we'll get back to work, and we'll improve on some of those things that we haven't done well.